Welcome back, everybody, and welcome to the rice fields. As we are still in China, we are in Dawopu, and we will be flying today across China, across more China. So I hope you like rice cakes, and I hope you like noodles and all this good Chinese foods, and because we'll be flying to Beijing over a distance of 1,424 nautical miles. The temperature is about 68 degrees Fahrenheit. And we will be flying in the Tupolev Tu-154. Let's take a look at our aircraft from the outside. As the textures load in slowly, we'll be flying this big beastly baby. We've got 3 tail-mounted engines, as you can see. We'll be flying for aeroflot. So it's a very detailed aircraft. We've got engine controls over there. We've got basically everything. So I'm going to go ahead and get in touch with ground control, get us cleared for takeoff here. We're going to tell our passengers to put your damn seatbelts on and no blazing up them doobies up in this Aeroflot Airlines. There it is. No smoking, you fuckers. Put your damn seatbelts on. Climb and maintain 8,000. Go ahead and put that to my autopilot system. We don't need a taxi anywhere, but we gotta ask them anyway because it's the thing to do. Acknowledged. Contact tower. Takeoff clearance. You're ready to go. Bring up my GPS here. Zoom us in a little bit. Put on terrain. Take off terrain. I don't know what the terrain's gonna be like as we fly from Dawopu, out of Dawopu. Last time we had a little trouble with our fuel, and I don't intend to have that same trouble again, so I'm gonna go ahead and get us up in the air. The first airliner that we've flown on this Let's Play of Flight Simulator X, but it won't be the last. I do prefer my smaller aircraft for the small hops, but for longer flights I'll be sticking to larger airliners. Go ahead and pull us up off of the ground, pull up the gear, keep us at about 10 degrees or so as we start our climb. Wait for Tower to get in touch with us. And ladies and gentlemen, once again we are flying. There we go. Acknowledged. Back just a touch. heading hold and set my speed hold in before we start this for about, it's too much, for about 210 auto throttle on, speed hold on, autopilot on. And let the computer take over, and hopefully you don't kill me. I don't know, would you trust an autopilot on a Russian aircraft? I am. I know that Jeff Major said he wouldn't trust it on his Let's Play of IL-2, if any of y'all have seen that. But I'm gonna go ahead and disregard that notion. And it looks like everything's doing good. We've got all analog controls. I'm not sure when this aircraft was built. I'm gonna have to look that up. Do a little bit of research. This is the first time I'm flying this particular aircraft, the Tupolev 154. I'm liking it so far. It's a really detailed cockpit. Got a radius deck down here. All kinds of engine controls over here. Look at this. And yeah, I don't intend on running out of fuel this time. Let's go ahead and take a look at our aircraft from the outside again. Now ain't that a sight to see? Ain't she a beauty? As for aircraft off this particular configuration, with the 3 engines in the back, I've also downloaded myself a DC-10 and a McDonnell Douglas, what was it, McDonnell Douglas 11, I believe. And there's not too much to see going on right now. The scenery looks a little familiar. We've seen this kind of thing before. Let's go ahead and get back in our seat. Got mountains in the distance, snow-top mountains, and empty, barren space below. Looks like there's a road down there too. What'd it be like to be riding on that road? I'm not sure how much traffic there is in this region. We're in the very, very west of Japan, I believe. Or northwest, and we'll be flying all the way over to civilization. Finally, we're gonna get to some civilization, because I know that Beijing is gonna be a bustling place to be. We're gonna be picking up a lot of other aircraft in the traffic there that will be getting in our way when we try to talk to the controller, etc. Maybe we'll spot a few in the air. Looks like we're being getting a little turbulence here, probably because of those mountains. We're not the largest aircraft in the world, but we'll do the job. So I'm gonna go ahead and skip a little ways. Wait, first I want to take a look at this terrain on the GPS. Let's see. We're coming up to our first turn here, our first VOR waypoint. We've got a few to go, a ways to go. So I'll be taking a look around the cockpit, probably off screen, getting myself familiarized with the aircraft a little bit more. That almost looks like radar. I don't know. Let's see if I can figure out how to turn that on. A little bit jumpy. I can open up the window, stick my hand outside. Come on, window. Come on, window. Don't be a dick. Maybe I can. Oh, I thought I could open up the windows. I guess not. Open up this window. Maybe not while we're flying. I don't know how that works. I was able to open it up on the ground. Probably a good thing that I'm not able to open it up anyway. Well, it looks like we're passing over a little bit of a town or something. What's this? Oxygen regulator. I don't think we'll be needing our pilot heat or anti-ice or anything because 68 degrees Fahrenheit. Yeah, I'd say we're good. Oh, I guess I should tell the passengers you can get up and go to the bathroom if you want to. You can get up and go to the bathroom if you want to, everybody. Rain repellent, windscreen wipers. Cool. Passenger address. Can I talk to the passengers? I don't have anything to say to them. And blue skies, not a cloud in the sky. And I'll be... Oh, here we go. 130. And climb and maintain 9,200. Gotcha.
Climb and maintain 9,200.
And I will be back as soon as I got something to update with you with. So sit back, enjoy the ride. I mean, look at this crazy rocking and rolling we got going on. This crazy turbulence. I don't know what it is. I might actually tone down the speed just a notch and take us down to just about 200. Let's see if that makes a difference. I actually just turned it back up to 220. Our passengers aren't going to be very happy. They're going to be spilling their drinks all over the place, but I think it's just because of these mountains we got over here, and not a whole lot I can do about it. Also, our altitude is relatively low. 9,200. I'm just always talking about that. We get the extra 21. See if this makes any sort of difference to our turbulence, rock and roll. Looks like we're passing over another town. also did a little reading about this particular aircraft, and she was first made in 1968, October 1968, and introduced in 1972, so, she's, I wouldn't call her that much of an older by today's standards, maybe, but something else that's kind of funny, the North Korean airliner has two of these in service. Looks like China's got two of them in service. Vladivostok Air has 3 of them in service, but it doesn't look like Aeroflot has any of these in service anymore, so even though we are flying clearly Aeroflot model. That's weird, I can see right through the aircraft. I know it'll be able to do that, but... Aw, she looks good in these colors. Come on, Aeroflot, fly this airplane again. And we're still rocking and rolling just a little bit. Just a little bit. Nice little view of the town we got going on here as we turn to 105. I'd like to also point out that, I'd like to mention that I know it's a completely separate game, but on the same topic of aircraft, the next Grand Theft Auto, which is going to be released in about 78 days of this recording, they've added in a feature of the airplanes will actually, the engines of the airplanes will blast cars behind it off of the runway if they're following the aircraft, and you know, people too, of course. So that's a new feature that hasn't been seen in any of the previous Grand Theft Autos, and I'm so excited about it. I just can't help talking about the next Grand Theft Auto 5. It's gonna be good. Been flying for a little while now. We're about 1/3 of the way there, if not 1/3, and we're about to hit 1/3 of the way there. So I look out the window, we've got nothing but desert. I was interrupted quite a few times actually on this flight, so I had to keep pausing it for a little while, so that's why it's at this level of progress. So I haven't been able to keep a relative timer on the flight. I don't know how many hours in game, and like quite a few hours in real time have passed, but of course it doesn't count because those interruptions. But in any case, we're still on our way, about to hit 1/3 of the way there. Nothing but desert to see. I have found the button for the radar. Yes, a weather radar. And I don't know, can you guys read that? I guess it's because there's nothing, like there's no particular weather pattern, just in blue open sky, even though real world weather is on. So that's really like, I can't adjust this anyhow, none of these work, but I guess that's kind of cool. We have radar. Or we could just look out the window and see what it's like. I can see clouds. Clouds. Does the radar have anything to say about that? Focus. It looks exactly the same to me as it did before. I don't know, maybe these are clouds right here. Or these clouds. Or these clouds. Also shows the clouds over here. There are only clouds straight in front of us. We're suddenly swaying from side to side. What's going on? Autopilot, what are you doing? We've just entered these little sparse clouds, and it seems to have an odd effect on the aircraft. Wind tunnels? I don't know. Weather radar? What do you have to say about this? Beep, 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 pop. Shut up, weather radar. You don't know anything. Looks like we've transitioned into clouds. So now outside, as we leave the desert, look at that texture just overlapping onto the desert. Let's ignore that and pretend that the game is perfect. So weather radar has nothing new. I think it's just static image, but it would be cool if it actually worked. Do not look over there. Only look over this way. Ladies and gentlemen, do not look out to your left side. You will see some bad looking textures of the weather. And if we look straight ahead, we can see it's just foggy and cloudy. And we've got a long way to go.